Hey, we have a caller. It's Santa Claus. All your holiday hits are here. This is your hit music station for the season. Music station for the season.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy the music and the holidays from Crosswave Radio. Your right hit music mix.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to your weekly show, Jam Sessions. The name is Jesse Chips. Along with me today is my guest. My guest. Say something. Say something again. Say something again. I'm trying to figure this out.
No worries, no worries.
No worries,
do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
Doing my thing right now, brother. So what are we going to do today? I want people to know right away who you are, what you represent.
I like that.
Let me see what you got.
All right.
Let me see what you got.
All right, let's do this.
Are you playing it right now?
Let's play.
Hold on.
A little technical difficulties,
A
yo.
little bit technical difficulty, yeah. We'll figure this out. So while we're trying to get the technical difficulty out, my guest for today, I'm not going to go with his government name. That's what he wants to call it. Okay, my guest today is a very good friend of mine. I met him a couple of months back, and we hit it off. Why?
Yeah.
Because we're idiots. Idiots just get to know each other real well.
Well, it's not just that we're idiots, you know. We're friendly co-working idiots.
Friendly co-working idiots. Yes. So before we actually
shout out to 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Sorry, I had to say that in there.
To the 1-800-GOT-JUNK family who's listening right now. That's where we work.
My brothers that coming in later.
They're coming in later and whatnot. So we're going to play something from a local group here called Little Lotus, and we're going to figure this out real quick. So we want to hear from M3 today. Okay, so right now, playing something, just getting it started. Here is Little Lotus on Crosswave. And it's Jam Sessions. Dude, they got so many things I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about my grocery list. Okay? So before anything...
Still thinking about Christmas, eh?
I'm still thinking about Christmas, man. Santa Claus, again, did not give me
shopping mode.
He did not give me the exact gift I want. Is my extra height. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. I don't know for the love of me.
Hey. I'll give you some height. You give me some of that, I need some of
chubbiness?
that warmth. Yeah, I need that warmth, bro.
Dude, I will give you my weight.
I'll take it all.
We'll trade. So right now, here's a little group here. They came here like about 2 weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago. They're called Little Lotus, and I want you to feel the jazzy, vibrant music that is Little Lotus.
When it's over, you can think about the things we used to do. How everything we did was all about you. And every little bit of shit you put me through. Well, I'ma tell you right now, you can go do you. Oh, baby. Oh. When you think about me, really hard to get to you. But you played me hard, you played me like a fool. You got to know by now that you and me are through. Yeah, baby, we are through. When you think about me, we'll be thinking about you. Cause it's over for me, nothing left to do.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this group is fantastic. This group is actually here in Toronto, and this group is called Little Lotus. I'm actually going to have them back. I'm going to ask for them to come back because I am so intrigued in how they do music. It's amazing. Some jazz right there, some rhythm and blues. It's amazing. I'm trying to figure out how they do it. I'm still figuring it up to this point. So, T.
What's going on, brother?
M3. Okay,
No,
so...
it's okay. You can call me T.
Okay, so
We're gonna
for
keep the
because
guppies
I know
on
him
the
by
rats,
T.
though.
Okay, I only found out about his artist's name the other day, and I couldn't stop laughing. I really couldn't stop laughing.
So
I'm
you,
like-
you want to speak on that first? You want to speak on that first?
Okay, so what happened was this: I was eating, and I told him, "Yo, T, I need your poster, and I need to know what your hip hop."
mind you, I'm sitting at home right now, sitting there playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I was actually taking a
and
break.
I thought you were actually working.
No, I was actually taking a break.
Okay.
And then, I got the text message. I look at this, and I'm like, you have no idea. I knew you were dying. I was dying. I was rolling because your reaction, the text I got.
Yeah, I was
what?
like-
Really?
I was like, "What? Really? Get out of here!" And I was eating, and I couldn't even chew my food because I knew I might get stuck in my throat. I was like, "Is he for real? Is he punking me right now?" I hope he's not. M3. Okay.
So-
really? Okay, so
basically how it came about is I like to be versatile, but I like to be realistic with my music. So
Okay.
I always would say, if I would ever relate myself to anybody, I would never put my on the same platform. I'm never in the same league, never. But I always base myself with old school hip hop.
okay.
Pac was one of my favorite artists, hands down.
Now
But-
okay. You gotta excuse me with a lot of questions I'm gonna ask because
No worries.
I do listen to hip hop, but not as much. I'm not as educated
remember
or
you told me.
cultured
Yep.
in hip hop. I do like it. Not but just occasionally when I have to listen with a couple of friends of mine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you gotta excuse me a little bit, brother.
No
But
worries.
let me ask you this though: how did you get started with the whole thing? How did T become M3, and before M3, the evolution, how you became M3? Like, how did it start? How old were you when you started listening to beat? Who was your first influence? Like, I really need to steal a CD. You don't borrow a
The
CD.
only one, there's two. There's two.
There's two?
And
You stole two?
May they rest in paradise.
Okay.
Shout out to Tupac and Biggie Shakur.
Okay.
Or Biggie Wallace.
Okay, so Biggie and Tupac,
Yep.
both opposites of the side of the nation, had that famous
And
altercation.
they're both different leagues. They're both
Exactly.
the greatest in their category. Because Pac is not a punchline rapper like Biggie is.
Yeah.
And Biggie's not a prophet like how Pac is, where he spits that reality. Biggie likes to spit that, that stuff.
Oh,
that
I've
makes
heard
you
his.
move.
I've heard his
you take
rhymes.
it in
It's
Tupac.
amazing. You sit down, you listen. How the hell does this
You
guy
put
come
the-
up with all these words
Okay.
together and making it rhythmically amazing, and you just want to listen to it? It's
Mr.
amazing.
Wallace, Mr.
Exactly.
Wallace.
It's like the Wild Wild West, but these guys are the two toughest gunslingers there are.
Yep.
All right. So which album from, let's say, Biggie? Because Biggie started out first. Was it Biggie?
Ready to die.
Ready to Die.
Ready to die.
Okay, what particular song there that actually shouted at you as something that you want to listen to? Like something you want, I want to do something similar.
Honestly, it was more 10 Crack Commandments.
Okay.
Because it was, for me, it was the closest thing to a Pac type song.
Okay.
Because he was real with everything he was talking about.
Okay.
But he was still telling a story, which is something I like to do. Like, like to say I'm a mixture, a Tupac Biggie kind of artist, because I like to have that reality in my music. But I
Okay.
also have those punchlines like Biggie does, where it makes you go, where did, like, how do you think of those? I'm very metaphorical, so I like to, like, Biggie's a lot of my actual influence. It really is. But Pac is hands down my idol, my influence. Like, I always base all my songs off of reality. I don't like to speak on songs.
Okay, so you have these two artists. That's really the one that transcended you to what you want to do
Be-
right now.
Yes.
So who is your heart and who is your soul between these two?
Pac's my soul.
Uh huh.
Biggie's my heart.
Okay. So right now, hopefully, no more technical difficulties. Let's test out your little thingamajig there. See if it works.
All right, let's see. Let's go.
Let's see. If it works this time.
Oh, I hear something.
I hear something. So
I hear something.
give me something. Give me something.
All right, this one's called Family First. I got my city on my back with a word on my shoulders. Ain't nobody got my back, so I move like a soldier. More militant, more solid like a boulder. My head is heating up while my soul's getting colder. A lot of cleaning down the ride, but most times I'm a loner. I can count on my fingers every man who's really fam, who really had my back. Dead, jail over jam, but I'm solo 9 out of 10. I real loner, went from moss in the blocks. People stands in the corner to one full of dons on the hunt like poachers. Go get the mills, only roll with the real. Day ones only certified like a seal. 10 years plus, that's a strong clan. 10 years plus, all different colored flags. 10 years plus, different minds, same plan. 10 years plus, that's what you call fam. The lines on the path, have a craving for a cheese, but never been a rat with my heart on my sleeve. Got it tapped, let's believe, real rap. The realist regardless, it's a simple fact. There's a thin line between the love and the hate. I'm on a tightrope trying to balance for my own sake. My family here or there is all that I have, and all that I have made me who I am. And I'll be damned if I let another lay understand. No way, Jose, I will make you holy, cause I already lost enough. I wish I could bring them back, even if it meant my life. I put everything on that. My people's on my fam, related or not. From my girl to my homies, they all that I got. I got a couple dukes, I got a few pops, I got a lot of siblings and most in the dot. DNA means nothing, you know I ain't frontin'. I'm just being honest, cause you wanna know something real. Fam, happy yo, make something from nothing. Have you back when you got nothing. Happy when you got something. It's family first, cause family is all. As long as I got my family, I'm walking tall. It's family first, cause family is all. As long as I got my family, I'm walking tall. Went from
Oh,
have a craving
snap.
for a cheese, but never been a rat.
Oh.
Hard to trust, best believe. So I have a craving for a cheese, but never been a rat. With my heart on my sleeve, family first, got it tapped. Hard to trust, best believe. So I'm doing a real rap. Only time I'm impacts is with my silverbacks. The realist, regardless, it's a simple fact. It's family first, cause the family come first. So y'all put your ones up for your families. Went from six in the grass. Have a craving for a cheese, but never been a rat. Hard to trust, best believe. So I'm doing a real rap. The realist, regardless, it's a simple fact. Cause my family come first, so till the day I die. Went from snakes in the grass. Represent your families, y'all. Families always first. Only time I'm impacts is with my silverbacks. The realist, regardless, it's a simple fact. It's family first, cause my family come first, so till the day I die. My family first.
Oh, dude, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so family first. If I actually ask you right now, of course it's your family's influence. That's a really weird question, but how did you come up with that? Like, literally, like what were you in the mood for? How did it come about? Were you just in a room? Were you just in a crowd? How did you put it all together? And how did you craft it out that you want to start it out as family first?
Well, to be honest, in the beginning, it's always the beat. 9 times, like when I first started rapping, I used to just rap whatever was on my head. So I would just write down what was going on.
Okay.
However I felt, what was, you know what I mean? Like I said, I like that reality. Family first came about it in I was sitting in a room, basically, like how you said, actually by myself. That's usually how it is. I'm by myself, and I just listen to my beats, and I'm doing all kinds of things going out. And then when I hear something, it just catches me. And I lost a lot of people when this song came out. This song I made a couple years back, but never like, you know, put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of made it for myself, to, you know, be able to have it, because a lot of people, like, I love my family.
Of course.
You can tell by the song. But then I also love my street family. Like, example, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who've been
Appreciate
there
that.
genuine,
Appreciate
you know
that.
what I
Don't
mean?
worry, I'll hug you later.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you. You know, that genuine love. So it's one of those ones, like, me and my girl at the time, like, you know, I just found my girl at the point, so it was a real happy but sad time, because I lost a couple people, you know what I mean? I just got my girl, and then after coming out of a bad relationship, you know what I mean? So it really messed up. So it's like, and I actually can't say my girl now, it's my ex, but girl at the time.
No, there was a time in your life that she was your girl.
She
So
was my
we're
girl,
talking
you know?
about time. We're talking about that time.
She was giving me a lot of inspiration. She's like, oh, you need to do more music and da-da-da. She's like, and make sure you know that you always keep your family in regards, and you know, in the back of your head. And I also still thought about my mom, because my mom hates rap. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to make a song that, you know, she could.
Tell you what, every parent right now hates whatever generation there is when it comes to music. I mean, my dad listened to Matt Monroe. My dad listened to Frank Sinatra. You think I'm actually going to listen? I mean, appreciate it. Yes, it's classic.
But you're not going to listen to it.
No, man. I'm not going to go to record store and tell some guy, yeah, I like me some Matt Monroe. Man, this is the only time they go, how old are you? Like,
50. They probably look at you like, this guy's crazy.
This guy's crazy. But then again, those are the things, those are the artists that we have to look into. The one that started everything. Yeah, they have everything. I mean, if it wasn't for them.
Record player, is a CD.
It's one of the, it's a plaque.
Dude, the way times have changed so exactly.
It's 8-track. It's 8-track.
Back in the, these kids don't even know what these guys are, what we were talking about right now.
No.
Like, 8-track.
I remembered.
The older heads are laughing right now. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know they're laughing.
I remember I was cleaning out. my cleaning out closet. That's the Eminem song. But I was cleaning out some part of my closet. You know, some closet. I was cleaning it out, and I saw a couple of my cassette tapes. Not the 60s, but the 90s.
Okay.
The 90s is where you actually recorded.
Years.
Yeah, exactly. You recorded your songs. And you had your own mixtape, yeah?
Yeah.
So you had everything mixing all the
emotions. You used the karaoke machine, put it on tape.
Man, exactly.
There's none of this. So, you know, you had to just lay it down flat, get it down one time. There's none of this punch in here, cut in here.
Oh yeah.
You know?
So you listen to those. You listen to those, and inspiration comes around. You want to do your own stuff.
Yep.
You want to do your own stuff. You want to do your own original stuff.
Yes.
Now the only problem with original is original can only go a long way.
Exactly.
You know, you think about Red. Everybody's thought about it like 50 times already. So you'd always be compared to somebody, even though if you know you're coming out as original.
Yes.
So, okay, let's go. Let's talk about. Let's go back and talk about Pac and Biggie and how they influenced you. What was like the first song that you? I know that first song you ever written.
Hellraiser.
Is the. I don't know about you, because from my experience talking to artists, the first song they ever written is a song they regret. They always have that. I was like, what was I thinking?
First song I could say I wrote that I regret. I'm glad I don't even have that song anymore. I'm glad.
Was it that bad?
Oh, it was horrible.
Okay, so let's go with you and me. We went through that process of writing a song 101 for Dummies. That's basically it.
Yeah.
What were you putting in there, and how could you believe you were actually writing this piece of art that you think it was actually art, if it was art?
Well, first it started off when I was 12 years old.
12? Wow, that's amazing.
Maybe just before 12, we'll say. It's around when I started rebelling. Like, I started, smoking, drinking at a very young age.
Okay.
That didn't end up too well. I was on, like, every block that you could possibly think of.
Okay.
Hang with all the older guys. Used to go to New York a lot, so there's a few times I've seen a lot of things I shouldn't probably be seen and been around a lot of things I shouldn't have been, you know what I mean? And, you're trying to be that young kid trying to act like you're older head. The older head's going to treat you like an older head. You get beat down just the same way.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, young kids nowadays are so much in a rush to be an adult. When they're an adult, you want to go back being kids.
It's true. It's really true. You always say, I want to grow older. And then
sure,
I'm telling you guys, enjoy your lives now, because look, we at Christmas right now. Christmas just the other day for us. Trust me, when you get to our age, you're going to be saying the same thing like, damn, I started Christmas just yesterday.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
I don't have money still.
It's like, what? I just couldn't figure out the gift I was going to give them last year. Now I'm going to figure out what I got to give them this year.
I had to be Grinch this year. I'd be real with you. I had to be a Grinch. I didn't get nobody nothing.
Well, I had to.
I couldn't do it. I was like, yo, honestly, this year, this is too much. But Yeah, so basically, we getting off topic a little bit. We're getting off topic a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit,
So-
but it's just still close to the heart. But okay.
Yeah, it's still close to the heart.
Okay, so the first song you wrote, tell me the dynamics of that.
What was the first song called? My brother named the song. Shout out Kid, aka Alias Novelty. It's my brother right there. SOE, that's my family.
Okay.
Crunch Time, that's my thing, you know. Me and Kid started back when I first recorded my first outro track. I was like 16, 17. We were in high school. George Range on Don Mills. And he found his, no, I think he made the beat. He made the beat.
Okay.
And we were just trying to put something together. I wanted it to be real, but at the same time, like, I used to just freestyle battle. Like, when I freestyle, that's actually how I started rapping.
Okay.
And that's why I say I get that punchline thing from Biggie, because when I used to freestyle, I used to battle MCs, and for some reason, when I was battling, I was on point. I
Okay.
could actually hit the beat on point. Everything was good. Like, I come with bars, like clutch.
Okay, so where did you start out? Did you start battling first before
That's
you?
exactly how it started.
You started
And
battling.
actually started in New York. So shout out to New York. Like, my cousin out there, you know what I mean? I don't even know where he is. I hope he's still alive. If he's not,
Hey,
rest
don't
in
worry.
peace, cuz.
Yeah.
But
He's
you know what I mean?
I'm hoping it's.
I'm hoping he's. I haven't heard from him a long time. You know, like, you know, sometimes when you get older, your family disperses and stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for a while, but
Well, that's the beauty of Facebook nowadays. That's
Well,
basically it. That's the beauty of
he's an
Facebook.
old school. He's an OG. He don't play with Facebook.
He does know that Friendster doesn't exist anymore, right?
You ever seen Money and Violence? Anybody that ever watched that show, Money and Violence, you know what I'm talking about. There's a guy named Miz, and there's one thing he drops, the jewel he drops. He tells everybody, bad boys move in silence. You have guys that be on Instagram that aren't even on Instagram, that actually don't have an account. They just spying on niggas.
Oh.
Oops, sorry, kids, sorry. But
No,
they be
no, no,
spying
no.
on people, you know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
they scheming.
Okay.
Ready to go. So my cousin's one of those guys. He used to be one of those guys that would come stick you up when he watched you guys on those social media sites sitting there going, I got this, I got that, flashing money. That's why I've never been one of those guys that sit there and
Oh.
go flash money. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Never mind. I've been one of those people that came from the struggle. So, you know, you can't really rub it in people's face.
True.
So it was one of those ones like, this guy, for example, where I talk about rubbing people's faces, he used to rub in all the people in the area. Like, he was one of my cousin's boys. And he used to
Okay.
rub in, like, he's one of the best rappers out of the group and
Okay.
whatever.
But
And-
can you? How do you claim that you are the the best
best?
rapper? Do you have
You have to
be?
believe it. You have to believe in yourself.
Well, yeah.
No matter
but
what you do.
everybody believes in themselves. But where's the proving ground? Is it in the rap battle that you guys actually?
It's the work you put in.
Okay.
It's the work you put in. It's the people that support you, the fans, your team, everything. Like me, to be honest with you, I'm a dolo kind of guy.
Okay.
I don't got no team, but I got my team. I have my people that are there if I ever really need them,
Mhm.
but I ain't really got no team. I'm always doing everything by myself. I put that work in myself. Honestly, I'm one of those guys, like I said, I try to be versatile.
Okay.
And it's not just music. I mean, my life in general, all around.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We got like a couple of hours to talk about it. Don't worry, brother. We're gonna talk about that. But while we were in the car coming over here, you were playing a couple of tracks that
Yeah.
you had. Now, what is like one of the tracks that you want us to share with us today? That would show a much more closer versatility. That would explain some dynamics, how you write songs. I mean, you don't have to
Okay.
sing it. I want you to sing it, but let's do the singing part later. But right now, if you have any tracks you want to share, please be my guest.
So I have a couple different ones, but there's one I'm gonna play right now. It's called "Grew Up,"
Grew up.
and this talks about. You see how you were mentioning about the '90s? I'm an '80s baby. Last of it, '89. Last of
Oh.
a dying breed. You know
Oh.
what I mean? But I grew up in the '90s. So-
no comment. I don't want to tell you where I grew up, but yeah, let's just
So-
say that I used to play with He-Man, G.I. Joe. I saw a couple of Barbies, but yeah, that's just about it. So
I-
that's the generation where I grew up.
Hey, I grew up
That-
in those times too. The Barbies, GI Joes, you know, the Power Rangers,
No, not the Power Rangers for me, man. Not the Power Rangers for me.
the Barneys.
The dinosaur still gives me a nightmare. The Barneys, I don't know. The Barney, the Barney,
Yo.
as much as I like it because you know it
You
entertains
want to
my
hear something
kids.
funny though?
But
I was scared of Barney growing up. I never like.
Why the hell would you be afraid of a pink dinosaur?
Listen, when I used to see that guy, I got scared. I don't know why. I was like, yo, these dinosaurs are coming back, and Barney's gonna be the one. He's gonna be the one that goes and gets the kids because he rouses up all the kids.
Barney's one of those political ideal that you have to like me. If not, I will eat you. Is that something
Yeah,
like that?
kind of one of those.
I get your point. Now. I get
He
your
brings
point.
out
now.
like if you don't like him or you're sad, he's like one of those ones like he has to make you happy. It's like, what if I just don't want to be happy?
I'll eat you.
and he bring all his dinosaur friends for him to come eat you too. Like,
He's got dinosaur.
you remember he got the girl or girls. They had the other whole parking. What was it? The park they used to have. And
Yeah.
they all come out and they all, nah, buddy, I don't need it. And never mind. I don't trust people in costumes. That was one thing I learned
Come
out
on,
there.
man. You cannot not trust people in costumes. Come on, man. I mean, everybody right now in any movie that we're watching,
we all in costume, really. when you think
everybody's
about
wearing a costume nowadays.
it. I'm wearing a costume.
Okay, so that leaves you to undress us to prove a point I don't wear a costume. We don't want to see that. Okay, so right now, go ahead and share what song you think would be ideally right now as introducing M3.
This is right here, called "Grew Up," and this is about basically all the old school hip hop. When music was really like the real rap was real rap. This is old school hip hop. This is the music I grew up. So this is based on how I base all my music off of.
Okay, let's hear it.
I grew up in a time all the world's with hard knocks. Hesitate dice games, races and crop cops. Where we gang bang, sell dope and buckshots. Where we all just trying to survive and whatnot. Where we used to bust rhymes after a big L. Big Papa told me never get intel. Big pivot thug life, all in this one mic. So I can show them ain't nothing but a G thing. Got gin and juice, brought the chronic, got me cannabis. Straight from Jamaica, California. Are you down with this? West side connection, but east side boys. Careful, click, click. Wow, oh boy. Too many of my dogs be in the dog house where my dog's at. Fresh out the dog pound. New York, LA, roll out, rockin' Pele, and it gets to paradise, trying to avoid parasites, living like a renegade. Move, bitch, get out the way. Mama said, knock you old. Move, bitch, get out the way. Fuck, bitches, get money. So move, bitch, get out the way. Smoke on a la, it be my remedy. Burns like ether, revealing my victory. Posted with my B-boy stand, since you show once there's a war going on outside, no one is safe done. Grew up in a time, all the world's with hard knocks. Has to see it, dice games, races and crop cops. Where we gang bang, sell dope and buckshots. Where we all just trying to survive and whatnot. Where we used to bust rhymes after a big L. Big Papa told me never get intel. Big pivot thug life, all in this one mic. So I can show them it ain't nothing but a G thing.
There you have it.
Oh yeah, and very nice, very nice. So for you, what idea do you want to like? Okay, if you listen to a song, what is the thing that you actually strip out of it in order to make that idea that somebody, because it's basically a vine, right? So one person writes a song, and the song vines out, inspirationally taken from that original song that came out. So in an original song, what are the things that you like to take and recreate as yours?
An original song. For me, for everything to be original, like, it just has to come through the heart.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
really, doesn't matter what it is. Even somebody else, you know what I mean? Because when you think about music nowadays, especially now in this day and age, there's almost nothing you can really come with that's really new. Like, you can, but you can't.
Yeah, well, the song, some of the songs I'm listening right now is more like a recycle of a recycle.
Well, yeah, because everyone's talking about the same stupidness all the time.
Yeah,
I got the most money. I'm selling the most drugs. I got the most girls.
Yeah.
I'm busting guns. You know what I mean? It's all,
Okay.
and it's not to say like you can't speak on it, but half these guys aren't even living the life they're talking about. That's the
That's
difference
fair.
that I like to separate myself from a lot of these guys. And I'm not trying to diss them. I mean, I don't give a damn. I'll tell them all straight to their face. I don't like your music, and you guys need to change it, because this music nowadays, some of these guys that are out there, I'll be real with you, I personally I can't do with it. But
Now, let me ask you this. While we're in that topic right now, some of the music, some of them comes out, telling them that I got this, I have that, I should get this, and I
Yeah.
really do have this. Now, where in that context do you think you can relate yourself to or not relate yourself to? Because right now, I do want to find out what you are as a human being, and also what you are as an artist, and what you want to project and you want to share.
see, when it comes to the music now, I can't really say I relate to too much of it,
Oh, okay.
because
That's interesting. Go ahead.
because like a lot of these things, like I said, a lot of these guys aren't living the life they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. I mean, I've watched a couple of YouTube videos.
You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is like, if you guys are saying you're speaking on a story about your peoples, like some songs, like this is one thing I always respect about Biggie. Biggie never lived that gangster lifestyle. He spoke stories. Now a lot of times, yeah, he did speak on himself, but everybody knew, and he always spoke like, I speak on my peoples, on the surroundings that he lived in. Same thing with Tupac. You know what I mean? and that's where I try to aim my music towards, is where it's reality. So I will speak on stuff that my people have done, but I won't ever mention their names because I can't incriminate people.
Yeah, of course.
But then there's times where I speak about things I've done or who I am just as a person. Like some of the music nowadays, I don't mind rocking to it because of the beat. Sometimes it is the vocals, but 9% of the time, like really 90% of the time, it's just the beat.
Okay.
And then I end up, if I can find the beat, to be honest with you, I end up just doing my own version anyways.
Okay. So we'll get back to that topic. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
We need to get paid, really big. So when we come back, we'll talk more about the beats that you've been trying to process and get some idea of your style and how you write these things. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. This again, it's Jesse Chips. My partner is in here today. He's on sick leave right now. So this is Crosswave. This is Jam Sessions. Let us listen to commercials.
We play it live. Jam Sessions Live.
The jam is here!
On Crosswave.
Welcome to Comfort. Welcome to New Plaza Motel. Conveniently situated just outside the hustle and bustle of downtown Toronto, you can truly enjoy your stay with our capable staff at your service round the clock. Check-ins at 3 p.m. and checkouts at 11 a.m. For additional details and other concerns, visit our website at www.newplazamotel.ca. New Plaza Motel, 4584 Kingston Road, Toronto.
Sa iRemit, libreng tawag ka sa Pilipinas tuwing magpapadala ka ng pera via iRemit from any of our 8 branches across Canada. Visit Batter's Toronto branch and enjoy free coffee or tea and other refreshments and experience the comfort of their service while sending money to the Philippines. Sasakyan ba ikaw mo? Toronto Auto Group ang puntahan mo. 2380 Lawrence Avenue East, Scarborough, Ontario. Makakaasa ka at walang duda. Sa Toronto Auto Group, everyone gets approved. 99% guaranteed. When you talk of car loans, tag it. Madali ang usapan. With branches in Ottawa, Trenton, Belleville, Santa Fe, and Sudbury. Visit their website, torontooutogroup.ca. Because when you know it's time and the moment is right, simply tag it. We are just 10 digits away. Call Maria Cruz Fernandez, 416-939-5610. Licenciado, Filipino, at handang maglingkod sa'yo. Toronto Auto Group, your used car superstore.
Are you newly engaged or planning a wedding? Then let us help plan your special events with professional, experienced team of entertainers. Beats Media and DJ Services Toronto offers elegant, high-energy, balanced production of sound with club-style live show, guest interaction, and event coordination. Beats Media and DJ Services, your ultimate party experience, provides a high quality of specialized services such as corporate functions, birthdays, anniversaries, fashion shows, and more at affordable budget. Call us now at 905-781-6165. Let us know about your event and we'll make it happen. To obtain a quote and other inquiries, email us at beatsmediadj@gmail.com today.
The right hit music mix on Crosswave.
You make my dreams come so in love with you.
Okay, one of our own local bands, local artists here, Breeding Grounds. I gotta have them on the show one of these days. I will have them on the show. So you're listening again to Crosswave. This is Jam Sessions. The name is Jesse Chips, bringing you all the live entertainment possible by inviting artists to the show. The concept is invite, and we'll figure out who you are, what you are as an artist, especially here in Toronto. We want to know whether it's hip-hop, rock, jazz, whatever it is, as long as you want to perform, you want to get into a new platform to expose yourself, this is the best place to do it. Okay, so talking about best place to do it, I do have my guest here, a good friend of mine. You got M3 in the house.
What's going on, y'all?
Okay, so going back to the conversation we had before the commercial break.
Yes.
Okay, so you had your influence. Biggie and Pac are your biggest influences.
Yeah.
You like to talk about, you rapped about your family. Now, what are the things that, performance-wise, what are the things that you hate about performing and what you like about performing?
Hate about performing is the anticipation of getting ready for the performance.
Oh, that is so true. Well, what are the things that you do? Like, what are your preparations before that? Or, you know, you go through like a...
I have my form of meditation.
You meditate?
I have my own little pharmaceuticals, you know? I'm like a pharmaceutical store, you know?
Okay. Well, that's
we're going to leave it at that. We'll leave
it at that.
Shout out to LCBO, you know?
Okay. LCBO is your medication.
One of them.
One of them. But for me, when I'm going to perform, my problem is I go to the washroom a lot. I always ask them, where the hell does the water go off? Where the hell is the water coming from? It's like, I only drink so much, but I go to the washroom like there is no tomorrow.
I know. You ran into the washroom we got here, too.
Yeah, dude.
And you're asking me, I was the one nervous.
I wasn't nervous. I just needed to take a piss. That was a simple concept there. So, okay. So, now, talking about that. So, okay, let me put this. Are you forced to write songs?
No.
Or do you have a deadline to do it? Or...
No.
What do you do?
Force anything.
Like, okay, tonight I'm gonna write a song. Does that actually happen, or is it we're going out to dinner, but I gotta cancel because I gotta write something? Because something popped in my head, something like that.
Honestly, I'm one of those guys that I multitask. That I'll even have something to do, I'll still be ready while I'm doing it. People might think I'm ignorant about it, and I might be ignorant, but listen, when I have something in my head and I feel it write it down, I write it down.
How do you do that? Like, how do you separate the distractions of everyday chores or tasks in order to just sit down in one corner and write everything that you want to write down in order for
Sometimes
it to be your poetry?
Everything comes to me. Like I said, I'm a versatile kind of person.
I know, yeah, you are a versatile person, but even versatile people can actually not bend as much. But how do you do it?
Music's always playing in my head. I'll think of I have beats, like random beats that I play randomly in my head, and it's not beats that I hear from other people. Like I make up my own beats in my head. I'll be sitting there doing laundry, put my laundry in the washer. I'll be doing some rhymes in my head, and then I'll have to repeat it multiple times just so I can remember it, so I can write it down, or just stop and I'll go write it down on my phone. Or if I have a piece of paper around, I'll come write it down.
Okay.
I still like to write down on paper. Like I said, I'm an old school kind of guy. I still like to write down on paper. So.
Dude, it's always better to write down on paper.
Yeah, technology.
You feel the soul better that way.
It's true.
Now talking about soul, what is there like a song there that you can actually just play for us, or you're gonna be rapping with it that you want to share that actually does eloquate the I just thought about this moment, or I just did this because it just spoke to me. Do you have something that you want to share?
Yeah, I have one. It's called music. It actually just
I
speaks
know
about music.
I'm talking about. It's called music?
Yeah, the track's called music.
My bad.
No,
it's called music. I know it's music.
That's what everyone always says. Like, yo, I know it's music. Like, no, the song's called music.
Tell me the title is music. Like I'm telling you, I'm trying to get to know this rap thing. And it pretty much, I'm lost.
Every one of my songs, the title is what I rap about.
Okay.
So, and doesn't matter what the title is. Like I said, I gotta make sure it has reality to it.
Okay.
So music, for example, like this one I'm gonna play next for you guys. Like, music is how music changed so much from the 90s to now.
Okay.
From what I remember as a kid to now.
No, I get it now why it's titled music. So basically, it speaks for itself.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go ahead and hear it. M3's original song called
Music.
Music.
I had my sister shoot this for me too, actually.
Ah, cool.
Got a lot of competition fighting for a spot to piss in. They got a lot of talent, yes, but the heart is missing. Talking about this, that, talking about making stacks, violence, sex, drugs, but there's way more than that. Too late to spit about like how we living now. Coming up from poverty, rising up when you were down. How you kept your head up, how you been fed up, how you reach your goals, no matter the measures. Music ain't the same, you don't feel no more pain that MCs have when flowing from the brain. It's all sounding the same, up and down across the plane. It's driving me nuts, I'm really going insane. It's all about how much drugs you move. Always gang is your crew. You're a man if you bought tools. So whatever you do, it's on you. See, music speaks to kids, it displays how we live. So they believe to make it, that's the way to live. But it's false, it's just accusations. You're a pulse from adrenaline, what have you racing. Some man's giving statements, others hate it, but they ain't got the few to make it a revelation. Some compared to Satan, others no relation. Will there ever be change? I don't know, just being patient. Patient.
Okay, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty intense.
Simple, you know.
When did you write that song?
That one's another old one. That one's a real old one, actually. That one, what was it, about 2014 I wrote that one.
Okay.
I was out in New Brunswick. Like I said, I like to make my music reality. So if you take it, some of my songs, some of the stuff I ever spoke about, I was actually doing.
Okay.
And I was on a path where I was like, really, I'll shout out to Kid again, alias Novelty. He's like, yo, bro, you're gonna end up dead or jail. So it's on a bad path, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, people go through a lot of weird
trials and tribulations.
Exactly, just to find your light in life. So I got a question here from Ryan Pepper. His question is there a secret to be a great music artist, or just lucky to be recognized by many?
Secret to be a music artist. To be honest with you, brother, I don't even know how to answer that, because I never really actually even made a push myself to really be honest with you guys. That's why, like, right now, this is one of the very first pushes I've ever really made because
Okay.
I spend a lot of my time putting it into other people. And really, the biggest thing for success is the support. It really is your support. It's your people's, that everybody that's there for you, you know what I mean? Like, I've always been one of those guys that's why, like, I never really made that push. I always pushed other people. I still did my music on the side. I would say to be successful is to make that push for yourself. It's good to always support everybody else, but you have to make that push for yourself. And that's one thing I realized in my time growing up, is that everyone like that I ever show my music to is always like, yo, you need to promote your stuff. You need to push it out there. Now, a lot of people that did say that to me never was actually really serious about helping me, because they would be like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll support.
Mm-hmm.
Now they see like our family at 1-800.
Mm-hmm.
The moment I show these guys, they're like, yo, send me the song. These guys are posting it.
Uh-huh.
One of my brethren, shout out to Braveheart, The Future, UTA, shout out. All him. Like,
Okay.
I talked to this guy the other day. Me and this guy, like, me and him go back from days.
Okay.
For like years, like knee high. And me and him always did the music thing, but we never actually got a chance to collaborate. Which, yo, you don't know, brother, we gotta link up to do something. But, you know, I showed him a song I did the other day, just recently, and the man was like, yo, send me that. You want to promote it? I'm like, don't even do it yet. I'm like, bro, I haven't even done anything I really wanted to do. The only thing is, it's just mastered. And he already went and posted up on his website and everything that he has going. And he already has his little buzz. So, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And that little shine means a lot. And it's the support system. That's the biggest thing behind your success. And the push. You got to be willing to make that effort. Doesn't matter what aspect you're trying to go for. Even if it's not music. whatever you're trying to do in this world, you gotta make that push and be willing to put the work in. Because if you're willing to put the work in, you might think that you're just one person by yourself and only you like it, but I guarantee you, as long as you can like what you put out, there's going to be somebody that follows. Because listen to this music that's out now. That's all I'm going to keep referring to everybody. Listen to half these guys that are out here now. They're talking about, I'm selling this, I'm doing that, and all this same, we're talking about recycle, refurbish, same music, you know what I mean? These guys have their support system. They have their friends sitting there promoting their stuff. That's where you realize who are really your peoples and who are not, because your real peoples will promote you. They'll always support you and promote you.
Now that you're here, we want to support and help you out. Now
you've been very supportive, brother. You've been very
day
supportive.
one, brother. Day one, always there, brother. Now, let's go ahead and listen to some, because you got a lot of tracks I want to listen to, and not only do I want to listen to, I want to share to the other people out there listening to the radio La La Land that we have here at Crosswave. So, what do you have for us now? Are you gonna sing it?
This time I'm gonna rap for you guys.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
This one's called One.
Okay, let's hear one. So again, folks, live here at Crosswave Jam Sessions.
This is for the ladies still, actually.
For the ladies. Here we go with M3.
I never really, like, for a long time, I never really wrote for women because I've been through a lot of messed up things with women, so I never really spoke a lot of women things. Like, if I speak on women, it's about the women that have actually been in my life that I love and care for, and majority of them are the ones that are my actual family. So I decided, let me try something for the women because I don't do too much. So
you're just a regular Don Juan. Let's go ahead and play this right now, so at least all the women can actually find out what he's actually talking about. And yes, he's single.
Maybe one will pop up for me.
Maybe one. Okay, so here we go. Let's play One.
There's no hook for this one. It's just a verse. It only takes one night, one glance for a chance, and I don't mean Drake when I say one dance, and I ain't being lovey-dovey or talking romance. I mean, are you down to ride? Bonnie and Clyde, and I know I keep talking about Bonnie and Clyde, cause all a homie needs is a Remy Ma on my side. A real bottom chick, a real cat stacks. I'm a real homie, I love her cat stacks. I'm just trying to find a chick like that. Maybe a Beyonce, maybe a fiance. Don't get it twisted, I ain't about the child's play. If you are, then you gotta move, that's what I'll say. So here's a question I really should ask. Really think about it, don't you smile or laugh? Would you hold it down like tiny if it got like that? All the way to the end like little quick one for y'all. Little quick one. There's a little quick one, Just
that was a little quick one?
A little quick one, I do a lot of one verse tracks, because
you got me like into the zone, and all of a sudden you pull that off my left. You pull it.
But that's where the interest comes in. That's where I say, like, if you want to hear more, and don't get it twisted, I have other verses for these.
What is that? It's like we want to hear more. Put it $5. Not like that?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your business skills.
Listen,
I love your business skills.
Studio ain't free. Nothing in this world is free. Same thing I tell the customers that 1-800 when they go, is this a free service? No, homie.
No. No, mijo.
Answering this thing ain't free. Your cell phone ain't free. So if you can't even pick up your phone for free, what makes you think we free?
Okay. So, yeah, because that's where we work. So anyways, so that song is for the ladies. What kind of inspiration you got out of that?
That one, really, if you just listen to the words, is finding that one. It only takes once. That's really what it takes. If you ask anybody that's ever found the person they spend their life with, or even if you don't spend your rest of your life with that person, you find that one person that has your heart the most, it takes that one. That's why I call it one, because it only takes once.
Okay.
No matter what it takes, even to blow up as a musician, photographer, you know what I mean? Engineer, it doesn't matter what it is, it takes one chance.
Okay.
Just that one chance.
Okay, talking about one chance. Now, when are you going to release your album? Or how long do we have to wait to listen to a all original compilation from M3?
My goal is by my birthday. So June 4th is my ideal goal.
So this coming year. This coming year. Okay, so that's your birthday.
I put out 2 mixtapes so far, and I put out videos. I've done, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've been pushing here and there. I put my last mixtape out about a year or two ago.
Okay.
Just for the sake of putting it out, because one of my brothers was like, "Yo, you need to, put your stuff out there. You need to really push your stuff." And I'm glad I listened to him, because when I went on that Piff, which is a website I've been using, you know what I mean, before SoundCloud was popping, like I was on all these tools and equipment that you could have had from before. I was using MySpace, all of them from the beginning. But when I first hopped on them, because this is where I say, like, you gotta push and push and push. Like, they made their push. SoundCloud kept making their push. Instead of me still pushing with those guys, which I should have done, I deferred from them and went to other platforms to try to reach out. But I didn't do it all the time. But that Piff was always one I knew that had a very strong platform that could hold. And when I dropped my second mixtape, there was a random producer that was honestly my first mixtape. He's like, "Yo, this is the best mixtape I heard." And that one, really, like that one, my brethren put that out. She's like, "Yo, let me just take some songs that you have and how I think you should do it." Because I always said I wanted to be my first mixtape to be this Gemini State of Mind.
Okay.
So he put every track that he had on there that he felt was a part of my state of mind. And not just mine, but a lot of Geminis.
Okay. So let me ask, did you bring some of the sample of that track?
Actually, I have one of the tracks from that first mixtape called The Gemini.
Okay. So do you want to share the Gemini?
I'll share the Gemini.
Share the Gemini.
This is so when people like to talk about Gemini, it's just two-faced, and you know what I mean, we're all this and that. This is so y'all can understand a better idea and understanding of Geminis, because we're not two-faced. People misconstrue two-faced, because you could have an issue with somebody. We could be friends, me, you, and say one of our brethren from work could have an issue. You and that brethren have an issue now, and we're all friends, but I'm the one that's still friends with both of you. But because you guys have such a huge beef now, and I'd rather still talk to you guys, you might talk bad about that person, and he might talk about that bad.
But you're not saying anything.
But a lot of Geminis, we don't care. Like, there are the liars, but there's liars in all signs.
Okay.
But the real, like, hardcore Geminis, they don't hold their tongue for nobody. They're honest people. They care about their peoples. So we like to tell people straight up how it is. Like, I'm a straightforward person. I like people to tell me how everything is.
I know that. I know that in reality since I got to know you. You're a straight up guy.
Thank you. So, really quick, people misconstrue that, you know what I mean? So it's like one of those ones, like, I'll tell this person, I'm like, "Yo, this person was saying this, and I said this," and I'll go back and say it, but you know what I mean? They misconstrue that as two-faced, but no, it's because we're supposed to be family. We should be talking this out. You guys need to have your arguments, say whatever you need to say, whether you have to agree to disagree or you finally come to agreement. Okay. But that's really where I find a lot of people misconstrue Geminis, because like myself, I always try to be that Dr. Phil. I'm trying to mend things. I'm trying to be that super glue.
Okay, so I see where you're getting.
Here's the Gemini, so y'all can understand the concept of a real true Gemini.
That was just basically a build up for Gemini. So yeah.
If Pac can speak on Geminis, this is where I would say Pac would probably try to speak on a Gemini, because Pac's an ideal Gemini. He's the legitimate version of what Geminis are, and you can see multiple people in that one guy.
Okay, so let's listen to Gemini, original for M3. For all you ladies and gentlemen out there. I'm just saying the ladies and gentlemen because there was no ladies involved in this conversation.
I still love you, ladies. Don't worry.
To understand Gemini, the twin body state of mind. Here be a symbolic image of my sign. Just picture twins that be intertwined, made to shine the best of both worlds with a genius mind. Understand Gemini, the twin body state of mind. Here be a symbolic image of my sign. Just picture twins that be intertwined, made to shine the best of both worlds with a genius mind. JFK, Gemini. Kanye West, Gemini. Tupac Amor Shakur, Gemini. Morgan Freeman, Gemini. Donald Trump, Gemini. Born June 4th, so that means so am I. So let me clarify Gemini's personality. We versatile and so divine. We unstable and superficial, but stable to click like a pistol. And that's to all circumstances perfectly. A ruling planet B, Mercury. Love with lateness, nonchalance. Fuck the shit, sorry, part of my fronts. We persevere to be a boss at any cost. We outspoken and a dick for the way that we talk. Restless, impulsive, and devious. Happy but emotionless. Stay scheming, bitch, for the chiller. No zodiac can do it better. Earthquakes and sunshine, get it in any with a problem like a drama, set alone like in the desert. Love Kush, gotta get a tough heart, make his little heart, no doubt. Hustle, we did it, loyalty for sure. Respect, we get it, we already got the power. Twin minded with the power, obstacles like a shot, any fool like a coward.
Can y'all understand better?
Oh, yeah.
Can you understand better? To understand the Gemini, the twins' mind, state of mind here be a symbolic image of my sign. Just picture twins that be intertwined, made to shine the best of both worlds with a genius mind.
Okay, so I get it. I get the concept of how a Gemini is, what they are, because they change mood like really dramatically.
We do. We bipolar.
I won't say bipolar. I'm just gonna say depending on the.
How many times do you see me at work? I'm gonna be at a pissed off mood, and then 2 seconds later, I'm smiling.
That's
and
easy.
I can't lie. Half the
That's
time
easy.
it's because you guys
You
pester
didn't get
me.
your Apple Jacks that
Yo,
day.
but you guys pester me still. I can't lie. So it's one of those ones like, yo, I'll be mad as hell, and I'm like, and you guys be like, yo, smile, bro, just smile.
No. You know me. You've noticed when I see, I'm like, yo, nah, not today. We'll talk later. So right now, we're just gonna come back. We're just gonna play a couple of commercials.
Crunch time,
baby. We gotta get paid. So, playing commercial. We'll be right back. We'll hear more from M3, and this is Crosswave, and this is Jam Sessions.
Hey, we have a caller. It's Santa Claus.
Jingle bell,
All your holiday hits are here. This is your hit music station for the season. Music station for the season.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy the music and the holidays from Crosswave Radio. Your right hit music mix.
Merging your favorite genre this holiday season.
jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
On Crosswave.
What's the purpose of your visit? Do you intend to stay long?
Questions. A lot of questions.
So, what's your concern? Do you have issues on student visa or super visa?
I want to know about family sponsorship.
Business immigration?
How about caregiver program?
Self-employed class?
Tell me more on PR and citizenship applications.
Skilled and temporary workers?
Please enlighten me on express entry. NQCIS has the answers. Northern Quest, Canadian Immigration Services.
Visit their website today, northernquest.ca, or better call them now at 647-302-3508.
NQCIS, your reliable partner to your bright future in Canada. Oras na naman para sa pinakamalaking Boxing Week sale sa Canada. Huwag palampasin ang napakalaking pagkakataong ito na di kayang tapatan ng iba. Mula December 21 hanggang January 2, bumili ng sasakyan sa Brampton Auto Mall para makakuha ng diskwentong 5%. Cheque yan na nagkakalaga ng $4,000. Kung sa amin kayo bibili ng sasakyan, bayaran ng utang, takasan ng winter for a week, ikaw nang bahalang magdesisyon. Ito na ang pinakamalaking offer ng Brampton Auto Mall ngayong Boxing Week event. 5% cashback. Dito lamang yan sa Brampton Auto Mall. Para sa kompletong detalye, bumisita na sa bramptonautomall.ca. Kabayan, may magandang balita. Free attic insulation mula sa Canada Home Insulation. Ang Ontario Home Conservation Program ay narito para magbigay ng rebate sa mga homeowners na kailangang mag-upgrade ng kanilang attic insulation. For inquiries, tawag lang sa 1-888-228-8992. Join our program with Canada Home Insulation and see if you can qualify to receive a free attic insulation upgrade. Again, that's 1-888-228-8992. Tawag na!
Merging your favorite genre this holiday season.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
On Crosswave.
Parang nanghihina
Crosswave, the right hit music mix. The name is Jesse Chips, playing the original tunes from original artists here in Toronto. This is one of them. It's uppercase and bato. Okay? So the concept of the show is very simple. You're an artist, you have an idea, you want to share, you come here and we'll talk about it. You know, no coffee, but we could buy coffee. It's a good concept, I guess. So the idea was just basically having a platform for Filipino artists. That's basically it. But then you're in Canada. The Canada is a place of opportunity.
Especially Toronto.
Especially Toronto. There's a lot of walks of life that comes into the city.
Multicultural place in the world.
Exactly, brother. That's the reason why I love living in the city, because everything is here.
Yep.
You know, all the way from little India to little Philippines to little Jamaica.
To little Greece.
The little Greece. It's everything here. All the flavor is delicious, too.
Oh,
That's
for
all
sure.
I can say.
So are the women.
So
are the women.
So, well, we'll talk about women later. I'm shy.
I used to be shy. I'm still shy.
I'm still shy, but nobody sees us really.
Yeah, exactly.
Not really. So, anyways, going back to our topic. So, let me ask you this: who was in your family that was the biggest musical influence in your life, and how did you get started? Did you really get started with hip hop, or did you at least listen to some jazz or some rock or some?
Oh, I grew up on everything. I grew up in ACDC.
Yeah, it's ACDC. They haven't changed. They have not changed their name, not that I know of. So
actually, they're changing that. I don't like what they're doing to the city. ACC is becoming Scotiabank Arena next year.
What?
Yeah, they're getting rid of the AC. I'm still gonna call that ACC. I don't give a damn.
Well, you're from Toronto.
It's the same thing like Skydome with this whole Rogers Center.
Well, it's business, man. I mean, I don't like to tamper within, or don't even want to talk about these type of things. It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah,
just get used to it. I mean, if it's originally what it's called for you, then it's still apple pie. It's still apple pie.
Yeah,
It's not in can anymore. So okay, so who are your who got you started in the path? Like, young one, come here. You sound like you can actually do this. Why don't you come by and just rap this?
Well, the only person that really actually inspired me with rapping was my cousin.
Okay.
Yard. But my dad was the whole reason I even got into the music the way I got into music, because his favorite artist is Tupac. And
okay.
He has almost every CD that's ever been released.
How did they introduce you? Did he even listen to it before letting listen to you?
I don't know how he got into the hip hop himself. I never really asked him, to be honest.
Okay.
My mom is, like I said, against the hip hop thing. I don't even know. I think my mom's more of the rock type. Like, she listens to no,
get out of here.
No, I'm being serious. She's the type, like, she listens to New Brunswick. She's the type, she rides in a big, like, pick up 4x4 and will play rock tunes. Like, she used to, her and
so ACDC, not Bad Religion. That's
Coldplay, Three Doors Down. You know what I mean?
Get out of here.
One of my favorite songs is ACDC's Highway to Hell, and I think it's Three Doors Down's Kryptonite.
Yeah, I know that song.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Okay, so
that's one of my favorite songs.
So
I grew up on everything: Michael, R&B, R. Kelly, Usher, Isaac Hayes.
Okay,
Bears
so
Hammond.
basically your influences is by hand a tutti frutti. Everything is there.
Pretty much. If you're a real artist, you're willing, like exactly like yourself. Like you told me before, you're not against hip hop, but you're not into the hip hop thing so much.
I listen to it.
As a real artist, you're gonna always listen to it, even if you're not right into it.
If I was to listen to right now hip hop, two artists comes to mind.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg. And of course, original Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Those are the two things I would listen to and understand what they're talking about, because it makes sense. The struggle is real, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, true.
So okay,
Old
so
school classic, but that's what I told you. That's when it was real hip hop. It was real rap. It was real music.
Yeah, because here's the thing. From my knowledge, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. People out there, correct me if I'm wrong. Because I was also in the local band scene. Rap wasn't really much of a huge headliner back at home.
For a long time, it was.
Yeah, for a long. I mean, there are some guys that do it, and they take our breath away. You got Glock 9. Yep. Yes, that's an artist right there.
No, it's true.
There's also Francis
Tech 9.
M. I don't know if you've heard of. I'll introduce the song to you later. It's Francis M. He is basically our royalty. Okay. He passed away a couple of years ago. He may rest in peace. Because he was fighting cancer, and unfortunately, he lost to it. Yeah, it was a big loss to the music industry in the Philippines. Now, these are the guys that pioneered these type of music, and somewhat it's actually it's a growth industry right now. So that's the reason why I want.
nowadays.
That's the reason why I wanted to invite you over. We planned this since a couple of months ago that I want you here. I want people to
we
listen
did.
to
We did.
how real rap is, especially if it's homegrown.
Yes.
Right? Doesn't come from someone's idea of what.
Maple Leaf.
Exactly.
Like,
It doesn't come from someone's backyard of idea of what
real
we
hip
should
hop
sell.
is still alive. It's just up
yeah,
north.
it's still alive. It's still alive. True.
It's up north. That's really what it is. And I'm not trying to take shots at certain people, but Mr. Six God there, I'll give him his due credit. He's a talented entertainer, but you guys got to support. We have more than that. We have way more than that. There's so many underrated and unheard of artists just up here.
Oh, I've seen. I've heard it. I've heard
Up
it.
here,
I
you know
got
what I mean? And they bring back that real hip hop. If you're
Yeah,
a
I
real
mean-
music head and you really like that real music that you can say this feels for me, because half these songs, these guys might like the songs, but I want to actually hear some of these kids actually say that song really speaks me. You
Yeah.
don't hear that no more. You don't hear this. This is my song.
Yeah,
like
the struggle. The
Hellraiser,
struggle is gone. More like after the struggle is more of the success that goes through the head, I guess.
Suicide Thoughts and Hellraiser are my two, like those are my Pac and Biggie songs. Hellraiser, Pac talks about coming up as a little kid and mama raised a Hellraiser. You
Yeah.
gotta be able to raise hell when you want what you want and be able to not take nobody's bull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Suicidal Thoughts is that other side of like, yo, this is too much. Yo, what if my mom ever got that? I always thought about it. I'm like, what if my mom decided not to have me? You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like bring more stress on my family and bring more negativity to me being positive. You know what I mean? So you have those. Michael Jackson,
No.
Black and White.
From my knowledge, when it comes to hip hop, it's basically a person's escape from what reality is and what they want to come out of it, and how they're struggling out of it, and the struggle is actually pretty real.
Yep.
It just became a huge mass, and for recording companies to take advantage of it, and they want to make money out of it. The struggle becomes
And they
realistic
despised
now.
it. They despised it back when NWA was going. A lot of people don't realize.
Oh, yeah, I saw.
You see that book
I
I've been
mean-
reading at work? The
I
Original
saw
Gangsters?
that book. I also
Original Gangsters.
watched the movie.
Just so y'all know, I like to educate myself. I like to be the one thing the government hates, and it's not me trying to be racist, but they hate an educated brother. So I always gotta educate my mind. Same thing I'm gonna tell all you kids. Doesn't matter your race. Educate your mind. Read. Trust me, I was against reading, but read. Original Gangsters, half those guys in that book. This is what I was telling everybody at the workplace too. Don't even realize half these guys aren't gangsters. Easy was the only real gangster that a lot of these guys grew up on. Pac was no gangster. Ice Cube was no gangster. MC Ren was no gangster. Easy was like legitimately the own gangster. Suge wasn't even no gangster until after his football career wasn't going nowhere.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden he became a gangster. But if you take in these guys, they still spit about real things that were going on.
Okay, I mean,
and things they had to go through and had to do. Because
well, they
a
have
lot
to
of them
they
had
have to
do it.
represent their struggle. They have to put a tag on what their struggle is. Now, speaking about struggle, let's hear more of your songs.
Okay.
We wanna get more of you while you're here in the couple of hours that we have left, or a couple of minutes we have left. So right now, what are
I'm
we
trying to
expecting?
outbeat Breakfast Club. If you try to go do 3-4 hour session if you want. Those guys, yo, I love the Breakfast Club. I won't even front. The way those guys go in, that's why I was like, yo, when I come here, I gotta, make sure we try to
Yeah,
outdo
man.
those
Be
guys.
be who you are. Okay, be who you are. I mean, I like it when you're being you. I mean, there's nothing there to hide.
Shout out
you
Crosswave
being-
Radio.
Yeah. Well, Crosswave Radio. Well, I was trying to tell you the story that it started out as a concept to get artists here with Filipino background, but then again, it's Toronto. You got a lot of people here who has something to say.
You got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Even if it's just your people.
I don't know. My people are amazing. My people are like
Everybody's amazing.
Everybody, my people.
All races are amazing.
I love
we all
them
have
because
bads and goods.
I love my people because basically the food. Yeah. So that's basically which one we're gonna go later.
I love the jokes, the humor.
So okay. So let's go ahead and play one of your hits or your songs, and let's go ahead and get to know you more as an artist with your songs.
This is called What I Came From, and this basically speaks everything about me. This is like my life track.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
If you came from what I came from, you, it started like this. I went from being so happy to so angry. I miss the days when it seemed like nothing could go wrong, but it did, and I put the song for so long, to the point that I need to get this on my chest. Cause I feel like a mummy, but I'm bundled with stress, and all I see is pain, which is followed by death. So unless it's off my chest, I can never respect myself. So let me start when I was a kid. Used to be the happiest, used to love how I lived. Moment that together, never thought they split ever. Wish it was forever, but I learned it will never be a moment that could never last like that. Though I prayed so many nights that I could go back, but that's when my heart changed for the worse, because that's when it got even worse than that. I seen a person snatch my homie's hearse. In fact, I've been cursed since my birth with snakes and rats, cause all my real homies be dead or gone. I was sitting in the binner trying to hold on. Some working 9 to 5, others trying to stay strong. Some in school and others reading the Holy Quran. And though this is a track, it really ain't a song, cause it's more of a letter to my kids when I'm gone. Cause I really feel like I won't be here long. Got 1,000 ways to die, anything could go wrong. Time's ticking, I ain't the baddest or coolest. I just want my kids to know that their daddy is gone. Who was real sharp, though I did things that were foolish. But not to be the coolest, it was stupid and I knew it. So now I don't get dreams, I only have nightmares. And I gotta keep them blank cause no one ever fights fair. Never thought I'd make it out, living in a crazy house. 18 to 21, traveling a crazy route. Mans wanna take me out, so I gotta automize. I burn them like cyanide, cause I'm what they idolize. I feel it when my mom cries, the pain leaves you traumatized. I hate seeing pain in my mama's eyes, so I try to make positive out of negative. I feel an apocalypse, so I want my next of kin to have a better life, greater than I ever did. And I ain't stating this to try to be arrogant, so don't take this as a diss towards my parents, cause you never understand how much I cherish them and everything that they've given me. Like this mind is able to put words together cleverly. I love music so much like the hills love Beverly. Every beat gives me passion to put down everything. I even to my uncle that this beat speaks to me, especially the melody. It's elementary. I use a line again for all my haters that got love for them, but I'll never parlay with them. Love them cause they gave me motivation to flow, but then it's like a never ending cycle. Shit, here we go again, like a roller coaster. See, death be my chauffeur, stacking stress on me like a cup on a coaster. I know there's men that wanna hang me like a poster, gonna try to take my pearl like an oyster. So I keep my family close, enemies closer, cause my enemies are what make me a soldier. Had many women walk in and out of my life, all they wanna do is just fuss and just fight. I'm just trying to find the woman that will be my queen, cause that's what she be and what she would mean to me, you see.
Okay, so that was
what I came from.
What I came from. So basically, it explains everything coming from your background, going to who you are. I guess pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
But at the same time, it's supposed to be one of those ones that almost anybody can relate to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, because we all come from our own, like I said before, trials and tribulations. So it's one of those ones I wanted people to relate to. Like, yes, it is my story, but I know it's not only my story because there's people that have gone through it.
Yeah.
Like I spoke about family, you know what I mean? Pops and moms being together and then wishing that was forever. There's so many people that grew up without both their parents being there.
Yeah.
Or even just having both their parents in their lives, you know what I mean? Whether sometimes one may pass over, rest in peace, you know what I mean? Or it just doesn't work. So it's one of those ones, and you know, as a kid, you always want both your parents.
Yeah, true. I mean, music is, if you ask me, music is the food of the soul. Without music, it doesn't really diversify of what you want as an expression. You know, sometimes you don't know how to express, then you use music as your extension without people knowing what you really mean. I mean, there's a couple of songs out there that you listen to the lyrics and you're gonna say, boom, that's me. Yep. Why? Because it speaks highly of what I'm actually going through.
Yep.
And that's the reason why I guess a lot of people like seeing karaoke.
Yeah.
Notice what they actually sing.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the lyrics to it, you have to think about, what is this guy really going through? Now, seeing that point of view, going back in relation to what we're talking about, being an artist, whether you're rock, whether you're hip hop, whether you're jazz, whether you're blues, whatever destination of music you want to take into or partake, it basically all boils down to human emotion and how you want to share that. So that part in music, whatever genre or style it is, that's what I think about. The most
that's what it should be.
The most complicated one to figure out is blues.
Yeah, it
is
really
blues.
Yeah, blues. Yeah.
I mean, they say one thing about blues is the more that you are, as amazing you are, the less you are known when it comes to blues.
It's true.
Because it's always, who's that guy? I can't believe it. He's so
But it's
amazing.
like that with almost all music nowadays.
Well, yeah.
The
true.
better you are, the more unknown you're gonna be.
Yeah, because you're writing for yourself. You're writing for yourself. You're not
Prime
writing
example,
for the
though.
masses.
Prime example for like hip hop. Look at Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. Everybody knows who they are. They're very big and stuff like that. But you don't hear about them no more. Like you hear about them if you're a real fan, because you always will take into your peoples.
Uh-huh.
But I'm talking as in where when you first, like before even YouTube was really as big as it was, you used to hear about every artist.
Yeah, of course.
If you were starting to come up and you know what I mean, you're getting your stuff out there, and people were like, "Oh, you take this guy in."
Not because it was
You
word of
hear
mouth.
about
It was word of mouth before.
Exactly.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have.
Even Kendrick and J. Cole, when they came out, they still had the YouTubes, but it wasn't as influctuated with all this nonsense of music.
There's
nowadays.
so much nonsense right now.
It's
on
like
YouTube.
people rather listen to YouTube music about this trap music and this gutter stuff that half these guys aren't really doing. Because I'm telling you right now, if you put half these guys in it, and you put, unless their back is against the wall and they really are in do or die need, because that's really when anybody can become a real savage. Because when your back is against the wall, because now you have nowhere to turn. These guys aren't doing, like, if you listen to some of these old guys like Jadakiss and Styles P, the reason why those guys could rap the way they want to rap and still talk about this stuff like they do is because that's what they were born into, and they still live in that life. They still live in the ghetto.
Okay.
They still live in the ghetto. You watch YouTube videos, see Jadakiss walking out with a bat from his back of his trunk because somebody just touches liquor, and he's in the ghetto, in one of the hardest ghettos in New York.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Like, these guys don't really. It's really just upsetting. Like, everybody wants to be something they're not, but you need to just speak and be who you are, because that's when, as going back to the gentleman's question earlier about being successful, you got to be who you are.
Okay.
Stop trying to be something you're not.
Yeah. So the question you had earlier was, is there a secret to be a great music artist, or just lucky to be
who you
recognized
are?
by many?
That's
I
the
guess.
secret.
I guess it's both. I mean, if you push yourself enough,
Yes.
to get to wherever your I don't know, potential is, and if you have a potential, it's gonna go far.
Of course.
If you work hard, people will notice, and that's where luck actually just all the
Even if you think you're dookie.
Yeah,
Even
I mean,
if you think you're dookie, the more you
first of all,
practice,
you
the
wouldn't-
more you put that work
you
into,
would
the
not
better
know
you
if you're,
get.
you would not know how good you are without practice. You would not know how people will take your
What, you
music
think
seriously.
Gretzky
if
was
you-
the greatest one of all time out of nowhere?
Nah, man. I mean, Elvis started out as a person against.
Unless you're Allen Iverson, that's the only way I can see anybody really doing that. Because that AI, that guy, kudos to AI. Because that guy.
We'll talk about AI. AI is a whole large of a topic.
Yeah, you get that. Unless you can pull off an AI or Usain Bolt, like those are people one in a few in a million. Like those guys, like AI never played basketball. Usain Bolt never ran track. They just
Usain Bolt ran because people were picking on him from his story. Like, I just wanted to run away from this guy.
Jamaica,
like,
they don't care. They want to shot you down. You know,
like,
so
really?
you gotta run.
That's how it started. Okay, that's an amazing.
But AI was the same thing. He was in jail, and they said, "Listen, you can play basketball for us because you can play basketball. We know you can play basketball."
I saw the documentary. It was dark. It was.
Yeah.
He had that percentage of almost not going to the NBA.
Yeah.
That percentage. I mean, there's a lot of college kids out there that has that potential.
I had the pleasure of meeting him actually.
Really, you did? How?
Yeah.
How?
I used to
long
work
ago?
at Air Canada Center, ACC.
Oh.
Before I'm like I said, I'm still gonna call it ACC after
I call
next
it
year.
ACC, man. I'll
But
call it ACC.
when
I
the
mean, they can
Raptors-
change their name, but your knowledge about it will never change.
Well, I think it was it the last year? No, it's the second last year that he played. I was working at ACC, piece of special events. That was a nice job still. I can't lie. It was crazy, but it had its perks. I could have watched any game, any concert, anything I wanted right after. And one day, I decided to stay after the game because I was gonna hang out with some of the guys. And I was just walking through the ACC. And actually, I was going to see one of my cousins. It actually technically my uncle, but we always call each other cousins because we're so close in age. And as I was walking to him, AI was just randomly walking through the ACC. Like, the man was just strolling through the ACC.
Hey, he's still a person after the end of the game. You're still a human.
No,
being.
it's not that he's
But
not a
what-
regular person, but you don't really see, like, this is speaking for somebody, like I said, who worked there. You don't see these guys really walk through the ACC, especially when people are still, they know people are still there. because people will swarm them. Like,
Okay.
for example, real quick off topic, I got to see Tim Duncan, one of the guys I used to work with. I seen Tim walking to go talk to this girl. Now I don't know if it's family situation or if it was like a promo, cause how they have that the children thing. Like, these are kids going to talk to them, so it could have been like a children's thing. And this guy kind of inwardly walked in there, goes, "Hey Tim, how you doing?" Like, and was like, "Yo, can I shake your hand and get a picture?" I'm looking at the guy like, this guy should knock you right out. Like, you're disrespectful. You see, he's coming up to these people and he's talking, having a conversation. And you couldn't wait. So it's one of those ones, like, when I see AI just walking, he's not doing anything. He's just strolling. And I asked him too. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Well, sometimes people don't think, but then when they think about it, they made a ridiculous, joke out of themselves. But hopefully that was the case. Hopefully that was the case.
I don't know what was on his
Starstruck.
head.
Hey,
More likely that's what it was.
I've only been starstruck once, and trust me, you don't know what to say.
Believe
me, I'm like,
unless I seen Tupac, that's the only way you're ever gonna see me be starstruck. Or Prodigy, RP Prodigy, and those two guys, may they rest in peace. I can never be starstruck because those are the only two real, like, Prodigy is really one of my idols too. Like, he would be hands down one of my top 5s.
Okay. Now let's go back to you. Let's go back to you, Mem 3. Now we talked about
MQ, M Trey.
So we talked about influencing your family. Said he was cousin. So when you got influenced, or it was introduced to you, what were the steps that you took in order for you to actually contribute in that type of style of music?
Really, my cousin was just like,
take us back in the days, how you guys started, how you guys went through it. How did you first time you performed, all these things?
So basically, my cousin, we were in New York and we're just chilling and we're outside. We're smoking. I'm not gonna say what we're smoking, but we're smoking.
You were smoking.
And
I got
basically, he decided to play some music. And he always said, like, he goes, "I wish I could rap. I wish I could rap." And like I said, Biggie is one of my biggest influence, one of them. So when I heard the beat he played, it was one of those hard, like gangster beats almost.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like a real, one of those gangster beats. And then I just started rapping. But it was one of those ones, like, I don't know where the words came from. It just popped in my head and it just felt like saying some shit. It was me and my cousin, you know what I mean? So I said, like, let me just say what the hell's going on in my head. And I started
usually starts with family anyways. Usually starts with either your father or your
somebody,
your mom.
you know?
Somebody in the family. It's always like that.
But it was funny because, like, I don't know what got into me, but me and him always had one of these relationships where we like to bat each other up. So I'm like, let me just diss this guy real quick.
Okay.
So I started battle, and that's really how the music started. It was battle rapping. So I've always been a battle type rapper.
Okay.
Like, I don't even freestyle no more unless I'm really on a level, like I had enough liquor in me, I have enough smoke in me. You know what I mean? Like,
you really don't know what you're doing. Basically.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that I just let the music and everything come off, and I'm at a certain zone. Because obviously, if I get too wasted, I'm not gonna be able to put my words together properly. But if I'm not wasted enough, it's one of those ones like it doesn't come to me fast enough because I always want to have that perfect line.
Yeah. I mean,
so when
it's a race of inertia within your head that
exactly when I get to that level, it just comes.
Yeah, it just flows. Trust me. If it flows, sometimes it's like a faucet that's just broken. You don't know what to do.
It just keeps going.
It just keeps
that's
going.
Basically what it is.
And when it stops, you're like,
just broken. It's like just let it go. Just let it free.
Yeah. So, but the problem is, once it stops and you're right in the middle of processing, you're like, what was that all about?
But you see,
yeah.
Now where the battle rapping comes in the beginning, especially, is I've always been a battle rapper, so I can always freestyle and battle rap, even still to this day, because I don't have to have personal, like, I started off as a battle rapper, and I seen a lot of rappers, especially these battle rappers, some of them research their guys, which is smart. You should always research your competition. But I'm not one of those guys that ever research. I'll do my research about certain things, but I'm not one of those guys that research. I'll just dive right in. I'm one of those guys, I'll jump in that deep water. And
so you weren't afraid if they knew something about you that you didn't want them to know?
Nope. Because realistically, I'm one of those people, I'll tell you about myself. I'm an Eminem type of guy. Like, I'll tell you about myself. M's one of my favorite rappers too. Hands down, top 5 as well.
I try to stay away from the topic because he's one of my favorites too. But I just didn't want to be like...
No, but he is. People take a lot of things away from Eminem, especially because he's white.
Yeah.
They really do. And I understand we've been through a lot of slavery. I'm speaking this as a black person. We come through a lot of slavery, but there are some white people that are still genuine, that don't look at us as I'm sorry for. I know it's a family channel, but they don't look at like niggers.
Trust me.
You know what I mean?
I come from a country who was actually suppressed, from three conquering. How do you say this word?
Like a tribe, kind
of tribe. How do you say this in a political? We were taken over by Spain. Then after Spain, we were taken over by United States.
Okay.
Then after that, we were taken over by Japan. So we got conquered 3 times. Jeez. So that's the reason why for us, we're very flexible when it comes to different cultures because
we got used to
it. Yeah, we got used to it.
It was kind of forced upon you. Like,
I mean, there was a time where in which that's the reason why if you ever are in the Philippines to talk about.
I plan to go.
Yeah, dude, you should go.
More likely your butt's coming with me because I honestly, it's just like anywhere you go in this world. People think just because you go to Jamaica or you go to Brazil. Like I keep telling everybody, I want to go for my 30th birthday to Brazil. And I was like, I want my life. I like my life. No, you just need to know where you're going because you could walk into as bad as people think America is, and there's ghettos, and it is. But it's just like here. You could walk into the wrong neighborhood and never walk out of that neighborhood. And same thing up here.
Oh yeah,
so you have to know where you're going.
I kind of got introduced to a set of neighbors I'm not supposed to go to. I'm like, really? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and make a U-turn right here.
Oh, trust me, I did that in Jamaica too. Luckily, a lot of people know my family, and it just so happened one of my uncles, may he rest in peace, my great uncle used to be a great politician. That's one reason why I walked into a part of Trenchtown in Jamaica. You don't want to be walking in Trenchtown, especially at the night. I didn't even know I was walking in Trenchtown. I just felt like strolling. Like, let me just go, got my little thing, I'm going, got my bottle. I'm just like, let me just enjoy my country. It's the first time I gone there. Made a wrong turn. I think I made a left turn too. Yeah. I just made a wrong turn, started walking down. All I hear is, Mayu, what ya do? And all I see is eyes staring at me, and everyone's grilling me. I'm like, oh, where did I walk into? I'm like, Jaw, let me get away.
Dude,
please let me survive.
Dude, this thing you're describing, there's any part of the world, whether it's in the Western world, Asia, Africa, or wherever, tropics or whatnot.
Down here,
it's
you
always
can walk over to Jamestown and Massachusetts, go page, you go.
There's always gonna be that place where like you just don't belong.
Yeah.
Why? Because
you're not from here.
And
they can tell right away you're not from here.
Yeah. For me, it's pretty.
I said a line like that. I'm like, you can tell that we're from the dot by the way we talk and the way we walk.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I don't like Mr. Six God, and it's my own personal reason, that man is a prime example. Like, you can tell when it's Drake on the track just by the way he talks. If you even see the way he walks, you can tell he's a Toronto man because we have a certain walk and a certain talk. And it's the same thing anywhere. It's anywhere. You could go to the Philippines, they have a certain walk, they have a certain talk. Quebec, United States, it doesn't matter. That's how you can always tell people because they always have a certain your city really. People may not see it, but your city really branches off and really shows who you are. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you act. You know what I mean? The way you interact with people.
Oh well, for me it's my mom basically.
Me, same thing here.
I mean, my mom is like this. I have never been more scared of a 4-foot girl or lady in my life. You know what I mean? I've never been more afraid of anybody but my mom.
I've never been scared of anybody in my life more than my mom.
Exactly. I mean, I don't care who you are. You gangster, you're not, you're politician.
You can think your gang is Kong, and I'll still fear my mom more than fear you.
My mom would flinch, I'd run away. I was like, whoa, I'm out.
What? My mom used to just give me that look.
Up to this point, man, she would come in, give me a snack. I was like, whoa. Oh, it's a snack. Okay, thank you. Okay, so anyway.
If I never got the phone call home going, I'm coming home, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get their ass bust.
Don't be coming home late.
To the door, you better duck. That's all I'm telling you. Just duck.
Don't be coming home late. But then again, I come home early in the morning. So, where are you? You said don't come home late.
So I came home early.
and then you get it. And that's
I came home early.
And that's where you get,
It's not late. It's early. It's early morning.
So we're gonna continue on with the topic. When we come back, we're gonna talk about a couple more projects that M3 is in.
Shout out Crunch Time.
Also shouting out to
everybody at the 1-800 Got Junk. Shout out my boy Anderson. You don't know, brother, we're gonna do this. We got a little record label that we're trying to do. So any artists that want to do this, we're gonna speak about this later. But my boy Anderson, I gotta shout him out.
I know who Anderson is.
I know you know Anderson.
Anderson's one of the
Come on, bro. We all work together. You know everybody. You probably know everybody more than I know everybody because I'm bad with names. I'd be like, who's? They'd be like,
Yo.
Shout out to one of my boys, Ronnie.
I'm bad with
I just learned
names.
this guy's Ronnie. I just met this guy the other day. Like, really got to meet him and talk to him. And everyone was like, yo, you know Ronnie? Like, yo, you and him rap like, and because he raps. I'm like,
which Ronnie?
Who? I'm like,
Which Ronnie?
Ronnie, big, tall, bald, white boy. He usually got the big jacket on, and like, he walks with his duffel bag. He's quiet. He's very quiet. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Listen, I'm bad with names. I'm good with faces. I'll remember anybody's face. I see people on the bus, on the train. I see people that I look at them like, I just seen this person like a week ago. Or I seen them like
I had that before.
Yesterday, you know what I mean? Like, I remember people's faces so clear, but when you tell me your name, unless you're like in my inner circle for a long time, or I got to know you, I won't lie. You know how long it took me to get used to calling you Jesse? It's just really just
2 weeks. No. I started out a joke. I don't know what kind of joke I started when we were downstairs. That's how I got to know you guys. I just started out a joke. That's basically me. So awkward and anything. Anyways, we're gonna take a commercial break. We'll be right back. We'll be talking more about Ronnie when we get back. So sit back, relax. More of the show. Got a
y'all
couple
need
more
junk
minutes.
remove? Shout out 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Oh yeah. So anyways, we'll be right back. More commercials coming your way and more music coming your way and more information we're gonna get about M3.
Crosswave, the right hit music mix. Sa iRemit, libreng tawag ka sa Pilipinas tuwing magpapadala ka ng pera via iRemit from any of our 8 branches across Canada. Visit Batter's Toronto branch and enjoy free coffee or tea and other refreshments and experience the comfort of their service while sending money to the Philippines.
Are you newly engaged or planning a wedding? Then let us help plan your special events with professional, experienced team of entertainers. Beats Media and DJ Services Toronto offers elegant, high-energy, balanced production of sound with club-style live show, guest interaction, and event coordination. Beats Media and DJ Services, your ultimate party experience, provides a high quality of specialized services such as corporate functions, birthdays, anniversaries, fashion shows, and more at affordable budget. Call us now at 905-781-6165. Let us know about your event and we'll make it happen. To obtain a quote and other inquiries, email us at beatsmediadj@gmail.com today.
Oras na naman para sa pinakamalaking Boxing Week sale sa Canada. Huwag palampasin ang napakalaking pagkakataong ito na di kayang tapatan ng iba. Mula December 21 hanggang January 2, bumili ng sasakyan sa Brampton Auto Mall para makakuha ng diskwentong 5%. Cheque yan na nagkakalaga ng $4,000. Kung sa amin kayo bibili ng sasakyan, bayaran ng utang, takasan ng winter for a week, ikaw nang bahalang magdesisyon. Ito na ang pinakamalaking offer ng Brampton Auto Mall ngayong Boxing Week event. 5% cashback. Dito lamang yan sa Brampton Auto Mall. Para sa kompletong detalye, bumisita na sa BramptonAutomall.ca.
The right hit music mix on Crosswave.
mystery or a fairy tale story. Baby, the way I think I know. Oh, oh, I can assume and leave it that way. Your body movement speaks for you anyway. Maybe it's better this way. A mystery or a fairy tale story. Baby, the way I think I know.
Crossway, the right hit music mixed. A local talent, Sharon Martin. Leave it that way. And don't worry, folks. I'll talk to them and get them in the show. And they can share what things, ins, and whatnots they've been as an artist. So right now the show is called Jam Sessions. It is an open show for all the artists in Toronto, whether you are not Filipino or Filipino, whatever, it doesn't matter anymore, as long as you got something to share, and this is a good platform to share it. What's that?
You ever seen Rush Hour?
I've seen Rush Hour.
Rush Hour is a prime example. You got a black and Chinese. You know, it don't matter what you are, brother. We can still be brothers.
Yeah, man.
Blood
I mean,
from another mother.
It doesn't really matter about the color anymore, man. I mean,
Listen, we all black at the end of the day.
If people still have that concept that it has everything to do with
You're
color,
a fool. You're a fool.
Yo, you better check out, bro.
You deserve a slap still.
You better look at yourself in the mirror. That's basically it, man. Okay, so let's talk about more. Let's talk about more projects that you guys are doing right now.
Okay.
So you were talking about earlier that you and Anderson. Who,
Yes.
He's an amazing.
Shout out
gentleman.
Anderson.
You guys are planning
The
on
boy
doing.
Anderson.
Yo, boy Anderson, right? Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
Okay, if you ever see me and Anderson in a room, see how me and Anderson talk.
Oh, you ever see me and him talk?
How do you?
He don't like talking to me sometimes because like every time he like I said, one thing I love about my peoples is that we. Like, even with you see it. We like to bat each other up and make jokes and stuff like that.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
real genuine friendship, though. When you make jokes with your peoples and making fun of peoples, you know that's your true peoples. Because you have to be able to have humor. He don't like. Sometimes I wonder why I don't do it at work because the way I rebuttal him.
No,
I should be rebuttaling some of the clients at work.
Anderson doesn't like the way I rebuttal him because I just go off the deep end and goes.
Me too.
He's like, I don't really. I didn't really expect that.
I'm like, you catch him off guard. And he's just like,
yeah, exactly. So okay, so let's talk about this concept you guys are talking about. You guys are planning on making
a record label.
A record label.
The record label.
So what kind of artists are you guys looking for?
Everything.
So when you say about everything, like, go ahead, tell me what everything is.
Anything and everything. Like, for example, R&B.
Okay.
R&B's dead. Real hip hop is dead.
I'd like to believe it's taking a slumber.
Yeah,
It's
it
taking
is.
a
Yeah,
slumber.
yeah.
It's taking a slumber.
It really is. Eventually, it'll pop back up because
Yeah.
there are some artists that are doing it, but it's not getting that shine. It's not getting that light that they
It's
should.
a classical. It's a classical.
I miss R&B.
sound.
You know, I miss
it's a
R&B.
classical sound. Tell you
because yeah, you know what I mean. Because at the same time, like you can't always be gangsters. You can't always be hard.
that.
You know what I mean? You have to have some
Where's
feeling.
the Luther Vandross? Where's the Boys to Men?
Exactly. Casey and JoJo. You know what I mean? Like classics like that. Like so. That's why I talked to Anderson. I'm like, like he actually brought the idea of a record label to me more. I always thought about doing it, but I gave that idea up quite a while back because it takes a team.
Yeah, true.
So for him to bring that out to me, I was like, you know what? This guy's genuine. I knew that off the hop. And then on top of that, I'm like, he's serious because he comes to me about it every day.
Okay.
Every time he sees me. Even on Snapchat, text, whatever.
Okay,
I don't like using Snapchat like that.
Why don't
either,
you, myself, and Anderson sit down? Let's brainstorm.
I'm down for that.
Let's
I
brainstorm.
know Anderson's down for that too.
Let's
There's a few
brainstorm.
different people. One of your guests that you told me is eventually going to come up here, Mr. Victor. Is another person I want to bring in there. Shout out Victor.
Yeah. Victor, shout out to you, my brother.
Everett, you know you're in there too, brother. Anybody ever wants to join in? See, that's the thing. I'm gonna let everybody know this straight up. Doesn't matter where you are. You could be across the country, around the world. If you're willing to support and put work in with a movement, especially something that I'm willing to do with you, I'll tell you right now, if we ever blow up, you're not getting forgotten. Your name's going right up there. That's what the biggest thing. That's why I haven't really did the push, like I said, with the music even myself, because I never had a team. So for like someone like Anderson to be sitting there, like Anderson, when I showed him my music, he's like, yo, let me just post this. Let me post this. Let me post this. I'm like, bro, you just posted one like 2 seconds ago. It's like, yeah, let me just post it. This guy posted like 3 more songs and had like how many of his friends already liked my page.
You know, people don't know who we're talking about, but his name is Anderson. Is such a
I'll bring him in next time I come in. He's an
amazing gentleman, amazing person.
Joker.
First time I met the guy, the only thing you'll ever feel is how golden his heart is. That's basically it.
You feel that happiness, that warmth.
That's too much happiness, I guess.
Sometimes it's a little too much.
It's too much, man.
Sometimes it's a little too much. Like
So right now, I want to hear more from you. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna play a track? Or are you gonna be singing along with the track?
This time I'm gonna actually rap the track again.
Yeah, rap the track again.
This one called Mind Over Matter.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do the Mind Over Matter because we only have 11 minutes left. After that, I'm gonna ask you to sing again.
No problem.
All right. So let's go ahead and do it. Mind Over Matter, only here at Crosswave Jam Session. Jesse Chips and M3 folks.
You can catch this on YouTube as well. Mind Over Matter, FIAM, FIAM Productions. I keep him. Pull that one back a little bit. Little intro.
Yep.
Miscalculation. It happens. Crunch time, SOE.
Triple R.
I keepin' money over chicks, but family over money. If you ain't fam, then you ain't shit. You dummy. These talk they chatter, ain't even talking money. So why waste time on them when time is money? They start watching creep, try to pre the movements just to see how my homies do it. A whole lot of pigs, but we keep it moving. A whole lot of clans, but one guerrilla unit. On the north side, all we know is snow. Even in the summer, all the homies know it's snow. Long days, short nights, big city plate lights. What more can I say? We living quite right. Got cold summers, hot winters, cold, hot and hot. No Rubik's cubes, we some block. 0 to 100, keep it 400 though. Rappers everywhere, you already know. You already know. Rappers everywhere, you already know. Got cold summers, hot winters, cold, hot. Rappers everywhere, you already know. Little quick one right there for y'all.
Again, you keep doing this to me.
I love doing it though.
Why do you keep? Why
you know what?
Why you keep?
You know why? You know why I like to do it like that?
Look, I know why. I know why.
It's because it entices people. It makes them want to be more interested. Like, yo, what happened? I want more. Or it makes them want to repeat the song because at least you know what I mean. Like,
okay, fine, I get it. You just gave me a sampler. That's
pretty much what it is.
Okay.
There's a lot of. Like,
anyways, you gave me a long song earlier. The first one that the first one that you played, that was a long song.
Yeah, that was.
So, okay,
yeah,
I get you.
There's what it came from. When I first started rapping, and this is, I had a lot of people complaining. Like it's not so much I can say it's complaining, but a lot of people kept saying as advice, "Oh, you should just drop one verse so you're not killing all your bars." And I saw what they were talking about, but I've always been one of those original rappers. Like if you hear what it came from,
yeah, I mean
what it came from. You heard I went into
like, okay, so let's talk about analogies here. It's like your let's see,
metaphorical.
Yeah, it's like going to a buffet, making sure at the end of that buffet you have dessert.
Of course.
That's basically it. All you gave me was an appetizer, but it was well enough to actually wet my appetizer.
Majorities are appetizers. The ones I'm giving you guys right now is just appetizers because I can't give you guys the full chorus.
Yeah, of course,
I'm giving certain like little special types of appetizers, big appetizers.
Okay.
But you know what I mean. I can't give the whole arsenal.
So when all this arsenal that you have right now, because people are probably wondering, do you have anything at all online that people can download and listen to?
So yeah, you can catch some videos, even some of my people's on YouTube as well. You'll see some of the guys I rap with. FM Productions, shout out my boy Kid again, Alias Novelty. He started his own video production. I'm trying to get into that too, outside the box visions. Where I want to do my own TV thing. I'll get on back to that. But he shot a lot of my videos. So FM Productions, if you go on YouTube, especially if you type in FM Productions, FIAM, Freedom is a Must. That's what it stands for. You just go on YouTube, type in FM Productions. You'll see our projects there. There's a couple ones. I'm gonna have more videos for y'all. Like I said, I'm making that push, and really am. I have 2 mixtapes on that Piff. One called A Gemini State of Mind, and I have All Eyes on Me. I'm gonna drop A Gemini State of Mind Part 2. My goal is by the end of February. I've been putting a lot more songs together. Still gonna be a lot of them not really my own tracks. My album goal date is for my birthday, like I said, where it's all original, everything, which is gonna take time because you know.
Yeah,
what
of
I
course.
mean? Process.
You know, writing something as you know, through
Finding
the heart,
the originality of the
just
beats.
takes too long.
Even just finding beats, people don't realize like it's hard to find beats as an artist too, especially when you don't have people that are really like Kid. That's why I'm trying to convince this guy to get back into beat making. He showed me how to make beats. No, I'm not the greatest beat maker, but I have a 1-2 beats that they bang. Kid is one of those guys that he produces beats like crazy. My boy Future, his brother, shout out RB Keys. You know what I mean? Like he makes some banging beats too. Like so, it's just being able to have these guys at Arsenal because I don't want to take away from them and what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because Kid's now more into the just the rapping aspect of it. He's like me. He's like one of those ones like he has to feel a beat in his head for him to want to do it. You know what I mean? Back in the day, that guy used to have beats, melodies coming out of his head, left, right, and center. We had so much stuff, but just certain things too. Like you know about the trials and tribulations. You go through times where you lose stuff. Like I've lost so many lyrics. I've lost stacks of lyrics. I had
don't tell me, dude. Don't tell me about lyrics,
bro.
Please,
I had
please,
a
please.
binder like this. You know the 1 to 3 hole rings. I used to put my lyrics in there. I used to have like just bars, and then I had actual tracks. And I remember one time doing some stupidness. I got arrested. Okay, and I made a song. One of my favorite songs still to this day. I'm pretty sure I could find the beat if I had it. I made the beat myself. Everything. One thing that anybody that really knows Tupac, the one thing he's notoriously known for saying is F the police.
Okay.
So I made a beat because I was being no, I actually made a beat using Tupac's sample and everything. And I always said I don't even care if I ever got sued for it because I would pay the money in royalties for it because that's how much the song meant to me because I was being discriminated on because of my color. From living in Don Mills to when I was doing my stupidness and where I was going, like I was like everybody's like, yo, who's this Nigger?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they're watching me all the times. Sometimes I wasn't even doing stuff. I'd be like, I try to be polite and people are still being ignorant with me, especially police. So I'm like, yo, I had a cop. This is really actually what happened. This is how I came about the song. I had a cop that pulled his gun on me.
Oh.
Pulled me around the corner.
When was this?
This is I was like 16. This is what I'm 28 now. This is 12 years ago, or 2017, 2005. Okay, so we're 2005, and it just so happened that the guy's backup that he called in, he was a genuine cop. Now, as much as I always say, forget NFL police, there are some genuine ones that actually do the job. You know, they're just there doing their job. Like this guy, for example. The second backup that came over, he came over, looked at his partner like, what are you doing? You're stupid. Why are you pulling a gun on this guy for it? One, he's a youth. And never mind, it's not like I had a gun on me or had anything on me. I wasn't doing anything. I was just walking through the street. I was actually bumping music on my headphones. Big headphones like these. Dirty ass headphones like these. I'm rocking down the street. I'm one of those guys, like sometimes you might catch me on the train and I'll be dancing. Because I love my music. Music is a very big part of my life. I'm always listening to music.
Yeah,
when I'm sad, I'm upset, even with a headache, it helps me with my headaches. A lot of things.
No, that's whenever I have a headache, I just want to be silent and that's it.
And just music.
Okay, so we only got 3 minutes left. Ooh. Is there like, I know it's just, the show is just, the guys just goes fast, believe me. It asks everybody what they say. So, okay, so what's the last track that you want to leave for a lasting impression?
Lasting impression is the newest one I dropped. This is not my beat, unfortunately. It's called Like That, though. It was one of those beats I found from back in the day, and it just kept like when I heard the beat, it just really brought me back. So I keep constantly playing it because it's just one of those ones like, and it's just one of those ones where, like I said, I like to be versatile and I speak on the topic. This is just straight about anything that could be like that. So you could talk about gangsters, like there's a little bit of hood stuff in there. There's a little bit of stuff for the girls, men's mentality. You know what I mean? It's just anything that's like that. So I'm gonna take out my teeth for this one though.
Yes. Those
yeah,
are
take
not
out the
his,
dentures.
those are not his teeth. Yes.
Got shot, but I really be a demon. This smoke my lungs been breathing. It's loud like you wouldn't believe it. Exclusives what I've been receiving. Got shot, but I really be a demon. This smoke my lungs been breathing. It's loud like you wouldn't believe it. Y'all know who I be and who my team. Just how we be from the west to the east. In my city we don't play no not any day, cause everybody crazy. So y'all better pray from the south to the north. You might get torched, you might get tortured. And this right here is a word of warning, so you know my city like that. Get clapped, yeah, just like that. Great backs, just like that. Get racked, get tapped, just like that. Brought backs and back, just like that. My squad be a mob, it's like that. Get your paid, get your robbed. We take what we want, we do what we want. Every dog has a day, so y'all better pray. In my city we don't play, everybody be crazy. It's like that. If you ain't getting paid, you better make way or get sprayed. It's like that. Everybody be fake, they just wanna take. Even friends be snake, it's like that. Oh man, it really be like that. And just so you know, if you scheme on the mall, just like that. Get 8 corner call just like that. You ain't built or hard or solid like bars, we will get bent just like that. Get your lights switched off like that. Get your cat snapped back like that. Get your mommy wrapped like a body cast of you in the past like that. Girl, I can make you sleep like a nightcap. I'll be on your head like a nightcap. Baby girl, don't go on, just tell me what you want. I know you really would like that. I could be like Freddy, all up in your dreams, have you wet like the ocean. She's like the sea, come with a cheek and you will see how you can have it like that. They should call me Jacks, I break backs. So short, hold up, throw it right back. Fill the head all up just like ass. Until stand up, throw it right back. Lose an ounce, make a bounce right back. Get off all up, bounce right back. You gotta show love, play this in the club till the G pull up, play it right back like that. And who my team, just how it be from the west to the east. In my city we don't play no not any day, cause everybody crazy. So y'all better pray from the south to the north. We might get poached, you might get torched. And this right here is a word of warning, so you know my city like that. Get clapped, just like that. Break backs, just like that. My scar be mob, it's like that. Get your paid, get your robbed, it's like that. We take what we want, it's like that. I hold it down for my dogs where I pee at. Rope, won't call where my G's at. I always roll through, you see that state of emergency, it be that. Gotta watch your front, gotta watch your back, gotta watch your side, homie, it's no lie. Cause anyone could post up or roll up and take your life, it's like that. Why's it like that? I don't know, but it just be like that. Maybe it could be from the poverty and the fact we gotta fight back. Why's it like that? You don't like that, but ain't gotta to fight back. Then you can't say none if you ain't about none, or can't say some if you ain't about some. It's like that. Wanna ride, boo? Come with it and slide through. I need a bonfire who's really gonna ride, and someone I can find too. If you ride for me, I'll ride for you. If you die for me, I'll die for you. That's really how it goes, it's just what it is. So tell me, can it be that? I wear my heart on my sleeve, you see that. 729, I bleed that. They're around, don't worry where my team's at. It's crunch time, homie, I mean that. I wear my heart on my sleeve, you see that. From a 6 and a 5, I bleed that. They're around, don't worry where my team's at. It's crunch time, homie, I mean that. Like that, know who I be and who my team. Just how we be from the west to the east. From the city, we don't play no not any day, cause everybody crazy. So y'all better pray from the south to the north. You might get poached, you might get torched. We take what we want, and this right here is a word of warning, so you know my city like that. Just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. It's like that, get your paid, get your robbed. It's like that, we take what we want. It's like that, we do what we want. Got shot, but it really be a demon. This smoke my lungs been breathing. It's loud like you wouldn't believe it. Exclusives what I've been receiving. Got shot, but it really be a demon. This smoke my lungs been breathing. It's loud like you wouldn't believe it. Exclusives what I've been receiving. Like that. Don't worry, the track coming soon.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen,
we out.
Our time is up.
Shout out.
And go ahead, shout out. Go ahead.
Shout out, yo, I gotta shout you out, brother. Thank you again for letting me come out here. Shout out Crossway Radio, all the management, everybody. Thank you for letting me come out here. You know, speak on my my trials, tribulations, my life story, things I want to accomplish.
No, you are more than welcome,
Shout out
brother.
Anderson,
Anytime. You are
Crush
more.
Time.
Those doors are always going to be open for you, man.
Thank you.
No shutting down.
Real quick, I just want to say this. If you guys want to go check out some stuff, go on my Instagram, 416M3. Everything's getting updated. You're going to see some memes on there and everything.
Okay, so future events for us to actually watch you live.
Well, future events, we have the show that we were speaking about we got coming up. I want to hopefully have my party, like album release party for my CD when it comes.
Okay.
So if I can get it done by June 4th for my birthday, I would love to do it for then. Worst case, by that, if I can't get it, my next goal date is guaranteed I'm having it for the New Year's.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to have a big New Year's bash and everything. You know what I mean? So keep a shout out. Like I said, go on YouTube, FIAM Productions, FIAM. Freedom is a must. Shout out Kid, It Is Novelty, Future the Braveheart. Yo, check those guys out. You can YouTube them. You'll find them out. Crunch Time, you know what it is. Outside the Box. Jesse, you done know, brother.
Of course, anytime.
416M3.
Anytime.
IG.
Anytime.
If you need my Snapchat, you can also go to Crunch Time with a, instead of an I, it's a 1, and instead of a 3 or an E, it's a 3.
Don't you just love confusing people?
Oh, I do. That's why they call me metaphorical, because you got to think about it.
Listen,
you gotta really
if
take
I'm
it
out
in.
of here confused, I know where I'm going to take you if you don't go to Scarborough because we have to go home. That's all your fault. Okay, so
Scarborough life.
So, anyways, folks, I thank you so much.
Shout out to Mills.
Shouting out to Brian Bacon, to Lot
out, Brian.
Canton, Jimmy. We missed you here today, brother.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna catch you next time, Jimmy.
To all the people out there, who
sorry to the
were
families
listening.
about the cursing. Sorry, I had to make sure I
Part of
take
it.
that.
Part of it. Thank you so much for being part of the show. I will see you next week with a surprise guest.
Shout out
So
1-800
leaving you
Gotcha.
with Paroque de Edgar, like I was saying, leaving you something from hip hop, I don't know, mixed type of music in the Philippines. Anyways, see you guys next week. Peace. Love ya.
One love.
Dalawang dekada na pala tayong naglolongkuhan. At tulad ng sinabi ko noon, walang iwan.